Christian, for giving me the opportunity to be on the call and to come up there. Y'all might not know it. Some of y'all may be younger in the business, but you're looking at a guy that has created so many successful people. So many people didn't quit because of his story and the things that he said on stage at company conventions and company trips. I just was a fan from far away because we didn't know each other, but I was a fan, Christian, of how you spoke, how eloquent you spoke, and your heart and your passion about the business. It was just great to see, and I thank you for again letting me come up there and kind of share some of the things that I've been able to experience in this business. So don't take your leadership lightly, you all. You know, the Bible talks about why and how a prophet isn't honored in his own home. And sometimes y'all really don't know what you have because you have it. But when you're not here, or people, y'all will really see y'all got it good. And it's just disappointing that a lot of you all are underperforming.
Yeah.
You're really underperforming, and I'm hoping that I can give you some things to kind of help that. And when I come up there, I want to spend time with you all while we do the meetings, after the meetings, whatever's needed, because that's how I was able to grow. Because the right environment will give you a breakthrough, not a breakdown. And so, just to let you know, I
So
do.
let me just get this straight, Rob,
Mhm.
because I was told years ago that if I wanted to be successful, I had to number one find somebody who was having the success I wanted.
Right.
Number two, I had to get in front of them and study them, figure out what the heck are you doing. I mean, how are you doing this? You know, and I had to study the successful people, and then they told me that if I did what successful people did, I would have similar results.
That's true.
So what you're telling us is that you're coming up here in less than 2 weeks and you are going to be sharing what?
I'm gonna share specific details on how to recruit to build. A lot of
How
people
to build a business?
how to build a business because I think, and y'all listen to this very carefully. I think some people recruit for activity. They recruit to win an award. They recruit to get premium and to get business, but they're not recruiting to build. It's a different concept, and I want to kind of go over that. The second thing that I want to do is I want to make sure that y'all understand the power of belief. Believe it or not, you all, my belief level was low when I came here. I grew up in the projects in the Bronx, New York. I didn't know anything about business and insurance and mutual funds. I thought a mutual fund was something you did with your girlfriend. You got that one?
Mutual fun.
Anita, did you get that? Mutual fund? Yeah,
Right.
y'all get, maybe y'all, some of y'all will get it when I say it on stage. Okay, so anyway, but when I came into the business, I had a bachelor's degree from South Carolina State College. I had a master's degree from Radford University. I was teaching music for 2 years before I found Primerica, but I was making 21,000 a year with a master's degree. I mean, y'all know how much I'm sorry, studying I had to do to get them degrees. I mean, it, I, it took 6 years, and I was making 20,000. So listen to this, you all. When I came into the business, they said you can make part-time income $1,000 a month, 2,000 a month, or if you take the business serious, in 2 years you could be a vice president, RVP. They said, and you can make 100 grand. Now listen to this, y'all. This is very important. I'm in the room and they're saying in 2 years you can make $100,000. Now, let me tell you how that's true today. I have one of my regional leaders, Christian, on here, Kernita. She's only been in the business 2 years, Anita, and she's a regional leader and makes 100 grand. Y'all ain't excited. So y'all need
Nice.
to,
That's
Whee!
awesome.
Let's go. Where
yeah.
you at, Kanita?
Wow.
And so, but
Yeah, excited.
my belief level was low because I was taught the key to success was going to school, getting an education, and getting a job. And I did that. I got the bachelor's, I got the master's, I was a professional, I was a teacher, and I was making 20,000. So when I came into the opportunity meeting, Kristen, and they said you can make 100,000, I said, see, y'all ain't had to lie. Y'all had me at 1,000 a month. I don't know why. Ain't no way. Listen to me now. Ain't no way you can make no 100,000 in 2 or 3 years, because I've already got 6 years of education, 2 years experience, 8 years of my life, and I'm making 21,000.
That's unbelievable.
So, because of that, though, y'all watch this, because I'm gonna tell y'all why some of your numbers are low. Because of that, Kristen, my first year, I got 1 recruit. The whole year. Now, the next year, though, I know y'all laughing at me. The next year, I got another one. So for those of you who count slow, I got 2 recruits my first 2 years in the business. 2 recruits. My third year, I started killing the game, Nick. Killing the game. I got 3 recruits my third year. So listen to this, Gordon. My first 3 years, I got 5 recruits. I mean, me, my team, 5. Y'all hear that?
How much money did you make?
I made about $1,800 because my belief level
each year.
It was. I can go back, and as a matter of fact, when I come up, I'm gonna let you know, Christian, because you
might have been worse than me.
Yeah, but it was because it wasn't because I didn't have a desire. Because I had a desire to do something special, Ruben. That's why I got the degrees. It wasn't nothing more than my belief, because I wasn't going to put more effort in something that I didn't think could happen. And that's why some of y'all don't recruit 10 people. Y'all don't do 10,000 in premium. Y'all don't do more securities. You don't get your securities license. You don't become an RVP because you have limited beliefs. You will never, listen to me now, you will never outperform your belief level. Now, listen to this. Now, watch this. My third year in the business, Ivan Earl, my upline, had 5 guys in the office all go over 100 grand that year. One of them came into the business after me. So listen to this, y'all. He came into the business after me, no degree, started making 100 grand. So I'm looking at these 5 guys, Angela, life changed. The cars, the vacations, the private schools, the clothes, the houses. I'm looking at their lives change, and I'm saying to myself, oh shit, what they were saying was true. I'm sorry, I wasn't supposed to say that. Please forgive me for that. For those,
okay.
those of you that you're holier than thou, just pray for me, okay? Just pray for me, right? So I said, it's true. You can make it, Denise, because I saw them make it. So I went to my upline and I said, tell me about this thing you talking about where you can make 100 grand. Now I can imagine in his mind, he's saying, you've been here for 3 years. If I was in some of y'all base shops, I know if I was in Ace base shop, he's a recruiter, he would have told me my third year, Donnie, look, bruh, this ain't for you. You need to go do Mary Kay. You need to go get a job. You've been here 3 years. I'm just playing. But 2 years later, listen to me now, Augusto. 2 years later, I became a vice president. Y'all ain't excited. 2 years after that, Shonda, I made 100 grand. That was in 1996. I've never in my life made less than 100,000 since I started making 200,000 in 2003. I've never made less than 200,000 since 2003. I started making 300,000 in 2008. I started making 500,000 in like 18, 19. We jumped 5 diamonds in 2020. We started the year at 500 and ended the year at $1 million. I made 130,000 in December. I wrote 56,000 in personal premium in December of 2020. I got 20 vice presidents. I got 20 vice presidents, 600 agents, 12 people making over 100, 3 making over 200, 1 making over 250. Listen, the same guy that didn't believe that you can make 100 grand. But until I saw it, my belief level grew. And that's when I started doing the work. See, one of the challenges y'all have is y'all don't believe that you can do something, and you are allowing your past to dictate your future because you haven't done something before. You don't put forth the effort. And that's what's stopping you all. You got to ask, listen to this now. Ask yourself this question. Why do I know how to do, what I need to do? I know I should do it, but I don't do it.
Hmm.
And then you want somebody to feel sorry for you because you ain't winning? No, you get no sympathy for me. See, until you make a decision to do the work, things aren't going to happen. You can desire it all day. You can start believing it, but you got to do the work. Now, let me tell you how you grow a business. You grow your business from meeting to meeting. See, if y'all don't have people at the meeting, shame on you. You learn the business at the kitchen table, but you grow your business from meeting to meeting. Here's my question. How many of you all have people coming? How many people do you have? See, this is a special meeting. This is one of the last meetings y'all gonna have this year. And listen to me. I'm on fire. I could sell you a flat tire on a new car right now. Y'all better have people there. I'm telling you. I'm going to show you the do's and don'ts on how to become successful. But the challenge is some of you, listen to me, some of you don't think you can get 10 people to the meeting. And because you don't believe it, you ain't even going to give it your effort.
So
Think
true.
about this. No, I just want you to really think about it. Why don't you already have 10 or 15 people coming?
Wow.
Think about that. Now, watch this, Christian. They know they should. They know all of the benefits that would happen. Am I right or wrong?
Yes.
But they don't because they just don't. I never had 10 people at a meeting. I've never done. And see, you're going to be the person that allow your past should be used as a place of reference. Reference. Don't live there, not a place of residence. Just because you haven't done something before doesn't mean you're not going to be able to do it could y'all imagine your children coming to you talking about when they're in the fifth grade? Well, I've never been in the sixth grade before, Mom, so I don't think I want to go to middle school, so I ain't going. What would y'all tell your child? Your child tell you something crazy like that? And see, y'all say that's crazy, but Christian, don't we look at some of our recruits like, why won't you double digit? Why didn't you write business? Why didn't you get appointments? Why? It's the same thing, you all. I challenge you all.
Let me ask you a question, Rob.
Go ahead, buddy.
For people who may not have been to a big event
Oh,
on here, have you like, do you remember your first event? Have you heard? I always say that I heard things at big events that I never heard before.
right.
And it just opened my mind up, and had I not been at that event, I never would have heard it. And then my mind wouldn't have been blessed.
Yes.
So for somebody who maybe hasn't been to an event, what have they meant to you in your career?
It's like this. I don't know what your religion is, but I'm a born again Christian. And when I turned my life over to Christ, I was in church. Nothing different happened in my life other than being at church. Because when I was in that environment, it made me contemplate my life to make some serious decisions. And see, when y'all aren't in that environment, you're not going to make those decisions. It's like you go to your job and you're going to go, why would you succeed in things designed for failure? It's like your job is doing the opposite of what you wanted to do, but you allowing that to be the reason you won't even be. It's amazing how sometimes listen, on Friday, start coughing. You won't even have to ask for a day off. They say, look, don't come in tomorrow. Please just don't come in tomorrow. But at the end of the day, you got to be in that environment because there are going to be things that's going to be said. You're going to contemplate your life. Here's some questions I want to, this is a test, Christian, to see if people need to be at the meeting. Write this down, y'all. How long have you been working? I want you to write that number down. Out of high school, out of college, how many years have you had a job? I want you to write that down. How many years have you had a job? And then I want you to ask yourself, how much money have I already made in my life on my job? If I made 30,000 a year average, 20,000, 40, 50, whatever it is, I made whatever. And think about how much money y'all have already made in your life. And then ask yourself this question. How much you got right now you could put your hand on without selling anything? And then, Madeline, add this on top. If I had to cut a check to get rid of all of your debt, how much would the check have to be? So now look at your life. I've been working this long. I've made this much money. I got this much saved, and I owe this much. And you're going to miss the session that's designed to help that from happening? You're going to miss a meeting to teach you how to grow a business. You know what PRI stands for? Passive residual income. That's what PRI stands for, passive residual income. And you're going to miss your opportunity. Y'all realize it only takes $4,000 a month saved for 10 years to have $1 million? That's it, $4,000 a month. It takes $1,000 a month for 20 years is $1 million. So when you've been working all of this time and you don't have $1 million, if you don't have something close to that, and you're going to do the same thing, please, y'all, don't make that mistake. Listen, I don't know a lot of you, but I know the key to being blessed is you must first be a blessing. And if there's something that I can do to help you all, somehow indirectly, I'll be helped. And I challenge you all to have the same mentality. When you help somebody start a business, help somebody with insurance, help somebody with an investment, you help them directly, you'll get helped indirectly. Does that kind of make sense?
Yes. Yes.
So I would ask those of you,
Rob, do you have a way to invite people to the event, or you're electrified, you're passionate, and you just talk people into coming, or do you have a way to invite?
Yeah. The first thing that I do is I ask somebody, hey, what are your plans Saturday? I don't tell them anything about what I want them for.
Okay.
I ask them, hey, what are you doing Monday? Or what are you doing Tuesday? Like same thing for the op meeting. What are you doing if I'm setting up an appointment?
I don't really have much going on.
Great. Don't plan anything. I want you to go to a session that's learning about finances. It's going to totally give you another outlook on how to become successful financially. Let me ask you this question. If there was a way that you could make and or save more money, which one would be more important to you?
I like to make more.
Okay, so if I could show you how to do that, this is the line I use, Christian. Would you give me one day out of your life to
Yes, I would.
Would you see? That's how you can invite people to the op meeting. Would you give me 1 hour out of your life? Would you give me 4 or 5 hours to go to a session out of your life to see if this is something that can totally change your life?
But like that. I've been doing this 40 years. I never heard that once.
the key, y'all write this down, please. The key to inviting people, you have to be excited. And unfortunately, some of you all try to fake it until you make it. And people
how are you excited if you're broke?
Let me tell you how.
How do you get excited if you're broke?
I'm excited about my future. See, I can't be excited about right now. I'm so broke. If somebody robbed me, they just be practicing. That's how some of y'all are. Some of y'all so broke, y'all eat cereal with a fork to save the milk. I mean, I've been there. I know what it's like not to have any money. And you can't be excited about what's happening right now. You got to be excited about the future. Does that make sense, you all? You got to be thinking about what it's going to be like when you have a business. You can't talk to somebody and you in 2000 and charge back, or, the people quit, or you ain't hit your goal, or something wrong, or something's going on with you. Some of y'all got more problems in the math book, but you can't focus on that. You got to focus on your future. That's how you get people excited. You faith it until you make it. Listen to me now. You faith it until you make it. Don't fake it. You faith it.
Faith it.
And the key to that is thinking about my future. You know what's amazing? Some of you all have faith that God did all of the stuff in the Bible. You know, he split the Red Sea, he did this for all of these people, but for some reason, you doubt he'll do it for you. And some of you, the longer it takes for you to win, the harder it is for you. But the one thing that's stopping you is you. It's how you think and process. I've been there. Listen, I had 5 recruits my first 3 years. And then I became an RVP. What's going to be your excuse, you all? Don't do that. Please, you all. You're in a grocery store. There's no need to be starving.
Rob, have you seen people like you? You said you had how many people making 100,000 a year?
12. I got 12 people making 100 grand. I got 20 vice presidents. I got 3 making over 200,000 and 1 make over a quarter of a million.
How does that feel?
It feels great. I think one of the things that people ask me, when did you know, you made it or you became successful? It's when I started seeing other people become successful. Oh no, wait a minute. I got 13. I forgot because Kanita's on here. Kanita is a regional leader that makes 100. I need to stop saying 12 because I count my vice presidents. Kanita, you can unmute, just say hi real quick.
Hey, everyone.
So she made 100 grand her second year in the business. She averages.
I made it
Okay,
before
Rob,
I made
we can just take, well, we're going to have Kanita take over here.
Coach, I made it before I made 2 years in the business.
You see that, Christian? She made it before 2 years. And but her belief level is so high because she used to work in the funeral home, Anita, and she saw Primerica policies pay like this and other policies didn't pay. She saw how people didn't have money, so she writes 20,000 a month in personal premium. Y'all.
How do you do that?
100% Facebook.
No, that's not true. She field trains and develops,
yes.
But she does, Christian, a lot on Facebook. What you may want to do is have her on one of your breakouts and let her show what she does with social media, with Facebook, because she gets a lot of business that way, but she also recruits, trains, and develops people also.
Kanita, can I ask you this?
Yes.
Does your background being in the funeral home business, because in that business, you're seeing people dead all the time, and then you see the family.
Mm-hmm.
So is that, and insurance is part of what we do, investments, getting people out of debt. We do other things in insurance, but that's a big part of what we do. Do you think that kind of background or that kind of experience that you've had seeing people hurt or not have money or family struggle, does that increase your belief in the business to allow you to do what you do because of your background?
I feel that it helped with my level of urgency. So when I field train, I set appointments, my personal appointments, because of hospital never closes, right? Death never ends. I feel that when it comes to my personal appointments, I try to close within 24 to 48 hours. So I always move with urgency because everyone have 20 minutes in a day to get a life insurance policy done. So that the background of the funeral home made me understand that I can see someone Friday and pick them up from the morgue Monday or Tuesday.
Wow.
I move with urgency when it comes to my appointments.
Wow.
If someone tell me they want life insurance today, I should never schedule them for the weekend. There's no reason why I can't say, well, David, we have a great, you want life insurance? We have a sale ending midnight. Everybody loves sales. So we have a sale ending midnight. Do you have 20 minutes we can get on Zoom and get your policy done? And they're going to say yes.
And believe it or not, Christian, she is She is a beast. I mean, she is passionate. She
How
has
did
a
she get involved? How did Carnita, how did you get involved in the business?
I actually recruited myself. I walked into our Primerica office and tell them to show me the promotion guidelines because
wow.
the presentation didn't impress me, and I was like, just show me the Then he was like, RVP was like, and I was like, just show me, you know. And I said, what do I have to get to the regional contract? Because that was the one before the licenses, and I said, okay. And actually, I did over between 40 to 50,000 in premium before I got licensed because
Wow.
everybody knows somebody that needs life insurance. And I have the mindset that, we talk about a crusade, but you cannot become the presentation. You can't be the person that needs rescue. You can't be the person that need a GoFundMe because you don't have a policy. So once you do a IBA, you're obligated to make a difference in your family and your community life. So everyone needs life insurance. And we all understand through Black Friday that we love sales. So I always push a sale. I tell people to learn the products, learn the child rider, learn the terminal illness, and push it as a sale product. Until midnight, David, I can get you, if you insure one child, you could get up to 9 children for free. And I push that as a sale product.
I qualified for my terminal illness benefit rider about 4 months ago.
Well, I do apologize, but what I
It's
can
okay.
what I can
I'm just telling you. I mean, I've been explaining that thing a long time, but when I got my diagnosis of colon cancer in May, I sent all the doctor's records to headquarters, and within 2 days after them receiving my medical records, they sent me a check for $250,000 living benefit.
Wow.
How about that?
Wow.
And then I went to Invita for 2 months, and I got all these treatments and special treatments. And I left there with all the cancer was out of my blood. And then I left Sloan Kettering. They took it out of my liver, and I feel great, baby.
Come on, y'all.
So,
that's a blessing.
how about that?
Come on.
I would say one of the tricks too, that if you go into if you have any kind of doubt with Primerica, go to your local funeral home and ask them about the credibility of the company you work with. Primerica is the Lamborghini for life insurance. They pay out very, very quickly when you're in a funeral home. And guys, honestly, I would tell you, even create a pamphlet and go to your local funeral home, introduce yourself. People join you, not the company, right? So introduce yourself to your local funeral home and let them know, hey, David is the funeral director. Hey, David, I just want to, introduce you to a program I have going on. Every family that you introduce me to, I'm going to influence the family to at least pay for their funeral upfront, and you're going to be the beneficiary. Whatever the family do is different. That have nothing to do with the funeral home. But if I can influence David as the funeral director to believe that I'm going to have that family pay at least $20,000 to the funeral home as the beneficiary on the contract, every funeral he's going to refer me as the agent for the family.
And you know what? I want y'all to think about this. That wasn't something that somebody taught her. That was just she was being creative and persuasive. Those are the two words I want y'all to kind of write down. You got to be creative and persuasive. Y'all got to think, how could I go to daycares? How could I go to a dentist office? What could I do to expose myself to large numbers of people so that I can grow my business? Y'all got a lot of talent and a lot of education. Y'all got a lot of leadership, but y'all aren't working the business, doing the things to get activity. If Christian, if the business was set up where you gave everybody on this call 10 or 15 appointments, I'm sure everybody would run them.
It'd be over.
The challenge is most of you all don't want to do what it takes to get the appointments. And when you get that off of you, you're going to explode your business. You're going to be a successful regional vice president. You're going to make 6 figures. You're going to have a shot at making 7 figures. But you got to get to the point where you don't be here for so long and think this is it. I'm a $2,000 division. I'm a three. No, that's not it, you all. You're not too young. You're not too old. You're not too anything. But you got to believe it. And we can expose you to an environment to help foster belief. And that's why this meeting is so important. But y'all got to start doing the work. I just hate that some of y'all are just not performing the way you need to perform. What's up, Wayne? I see you down there. So
Was that Wayne you're talking to?
yes,
Yeah, what's up, Rob? What's going on?
how's it going?
Awesome.
Anything else, Christian?
I'm looking forward to seeing you here, Rob. Thank you so much for hopping on. Congratulations, Kernita, on your first 2 years and that great success.
That's awesome.
Sky's the limit for you. Thank you for your tips and congratulations, and excited for your future.
Thank you.
Robin, we'll be seeing you on Thursday. I think Ace is picking you up, and you're going to see DC. And then I think you got some dinner, and we got some meetings scheduled and some other dinners. And we're going to have a great life-changing weekend for some, the people who decide.
Yes,
Appreciate you and all you do and your example, and great job tonight. Thank you.
Thank you. See
Thanks,
y'all.
Rob.
Big hand, everybody.
Thank you.
Can't wait to see you, man.
I appreciate y'all. Thank y'all so much.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Good night, Kernita. Great job.
Good night.
Thank you very
Good
much.
night.
Impressive.
Thank you.
All right.
100K 2 years in. That's impressive.
She said before 2 years.
Before 2 years, I heard her. I think she's down in Jacksonville, Florida, too. So you don't make people, you find them.
And isn't that something? Because he's in South Carolina, she's in Jacksonville, so you can have a business nationwide.
Absolutely.
Anybody have any questions?
What's the max
Comments?
we can fit in the room, Christian?
Say again.
Max we can fit in the room. I think after that, we really just got to max it out. Like, I wouldn't want anybody to miss out, especially as the last quarter of the year, to miss out on something like that. That's a rare air that we have with us.
Yeah.
You
I really loved what he said about you learn the business at the
Big event.
KT.
no,
KT. At the KT.
kitchen table.
Oh, okay.
You learn the business at the kitchen table.
Oh, okay.
You grow your business
At the
In
meeting.
the meetings, meeting to meeting.
from meeting to meeting.
Showing up.
So why don't we look at this next event, Shonda, as the event that will never be this size again,
I agree.
that we're only going to get bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger. And we take this meeting as a new starting point of wherever we are. And then, but that next meeting, we're going to be bigger. And we just take that idea of growth of from event to event, from meeting to meeting, and do something and change some lives. We have over 25, I believe, people earning over $100,000 a year with the $100,000 club ring. With the top, we have two over $600,000 a year. And guess what we're looking for, everybody?
Some more.
More. Who's going to be the next $100,000 ring? Who's going to be the next diamond at 200,000 and 300,000 and 400,000? Because that's what time it is. Because I tell you what, Beth, as you saw, were you on this morning, Beth, or was that yesterday? Yeah, this morning.